So how to make your own sushi rice at home is dead easy and really not that difficult that everyone is scared of to do themselves. What we've got here already in a strainer is 375 ml of rice, or 1.5 cup. And then also in the saucepan, we already added 500 ml, or basically 2 cups of water. And then over here, we've got 60 ml, or a 1/4 cup of rice vinegar, 30 ml or 2 tablespoons of caster sugar, and then 5 ml or 1 teaspoon of salt. Now what we're going to do, and this is the most important part of making sushi, we're going to wash the rice. Very important, we have to remove the starchiness of the rice, otherwise it's just going to be one glunk of rice catching together. So what we have here is a clean bowl with just clean tap water, and we're just going to put the rice in here and just give it a really good nice wash. You immediately will note that the water gets all milky because of all the starchiness that we just rinse out of there. You just keep this moving around because you really want to remove this. Lovely. So now I'm going to do it for the second time. Another clean bowl again. And I'm just removing this one over there. And I just keep this going. This whole procedure of rinsing, I'm going to repeat 5 times. You have to repeat it 5 times. If you're only going to do it a few times, it's not going to work. So this is now the second time. And we're going to keep this going up to number 5. Lovely. So after I've done number 5, I've got the rice over here. And after the 5th wash, I'm going to let this lovely sushi rice just soak for 15 minutes again in clean water. You need to let it soak that it can absorb a bit of that water. After 15 minutes, I'm going to just again strain this through my sieve and just leave it to stand for another 15 minutes. Over the clean bowl, get rid of all that water, and then only after 15 minutes we're going to incorporate that and include that into our 500 ml of water in the saucepan. So the rice has been standing now for 15 minutes, and we are going to incorporate this now into our saucepan. Empty that all in there. And what you want to do now is switch on your stovetop, and we're going to cover this, very important, cover it, and you want to bring this water now to the boil. The moment it's boiling, we're going to turn the heat down to a simmer and leave it there for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, you're going to turn the heat off, and then we're going to just leave it to stand again, still with the lid on, for another 10 minutes. While that is steaming, we're going to start making our lovely vinegar mixture. So we're going to incorporate our vinegar, our caster sugar, as well as our salt. And then we're going to just bring this again up to a light simmer. You don't really want to boil this rapidly. And just bring it all together. And then our sushi rice, we're going to empty it into a container to cool down, which I will show you just now. So we're just going to finish our rice now. We've got our lovely rice. It's steamed now for 10 minutes without any heat. And we've got our rice vinegar mixture here that we just boiled up. So we're just going to add our rice vinegar mixture to our steam. Make sure you get all that vinegar out of there. And we're just going to loosen this up lightly with a fork, just to make sure that that mixture runs through to the bottom. And then we're just going to pour this into a glass bowl. Please do not feel tempted to leave this to cool down in a stainless steel container. Traditionally, they would actually use like a wooden bowl or something like that, because you don't want anything to make the rice taste like something funny. So we just put it in the glass bowl and leave it there to cool down. Now you can leave this to fan, or you can just put a cloth over it, and once in a while just come past with your fork and just loosen it up to make sure that it's nice and room temperature so that we can use it. Also, please never ever feel tempted to put your sushi rice in a fridge. It's going to go all dry and very clamp. That's why I always suggest that we don't use or buy sushi that is in a fridge, because it ruins the perfectness of your rice. So you actually just use it like this at room temperature.